Hello everybody, it's Julia here from the Highly Sensitive Tarot, and I'm back today with another 2 decks to show you. In the month of April, I think I've bought 5 decks. I've already shown you the 2 little oracles from Travis McHenry, and this is another 2, and the other deck that I've got coming, I think it's been dispatched today, but I'm waiting for it anyway, so I shall show you that when it arrives. But we've got here the Druid Plant Oracle, which I'm sure lots of you will be aware of, but also the Nature Spirit Tarot. And up until I saw this deck, and I can't remember where I saw it, I did buy it from Amazon in the end for quite a good price. But I'd not really seen anybody, I don't think, use the Nature Spirit Tarot or show it in any way. I've not seen it in any VRs. When I had a look on YouTube, I saw that perhaps 2 or 3 years ago, a few people had done some sort of first impression videos or reviews, but I've not really seen anybody use it since. So, yeah, I think it's a really cute little deck. I've only had a very brief little look through both of these decks, and I think what I'm going to do is just read you some bits from the boxes, and then I'll pause the video and get the cards out and we'll have a look at them all together, because it was my feeling really that these Druid Plant Oracle cards go very well with the Nature Spirit Tarot. So we'll have a look at them together. Let's have a look at this one first. So it says it's a 78 card deck and book for the journey of the soul, illustrated and written by Jean-Marie Herzl. It's a Bear and Company books.com, Rochester, Vermont. Never heard of them, I don't think. It says, where are we? Weaving the wisdom of the tarot with the vastness and mystery of the natural world, artist Jean-Marie Herzl offers this 78 card full colour tarot deck of hand painted watercolours that features the colourful language of flowers and the esoteric and symbolic images of plants, birds, insects, reptiles and gemstones. The symbolism of each card is derived from various traditions of the world, including Native American, Celtic and Eastern and Western philosophy. In the accompanying guidebook, each card description opens with the traditional tarot meaning of the card, followed by a detailed explanation of the symbolic meaning of the specific plants and animals the card features. The book explains the connections between each life form shown and the card's tarot archetype, further illuminating the meaning of the card and how it relates to the natural world, personal development and the journey of the soul, revealing a new vision of both the surrounding world and the unexplored territory within. And it says here that Jean-Marie Herzl is a self-taught artist specialising in watercolours and hand-painted drums. After a life-threatening illness in her late 20s, she left her career as a librarian to pursue her lifelong dream of being an artist. Through her artwork, she has found a pathway to a deeper understanding of life and nature. She's the founder of Nature Spirit Art, and she lives in the Pacific Northwest. So let's have a little look. So you get a big chunky book with this, with colour pictures in, which is very nice. The cards come like this, which is not my favourite way to have the cards. And I have to say already, even though I've not done anything more than quickly flick through this deck, the cards are pretty, they're not a great card. They're very, very bendy and quite thin and actually quite sharp, actually, in a weird sort of way. But I love the images. I mean, the images are beautiful. And I'm sure when I was ordering this deck, I read people complaining. This is the 2nd edition, I believe. Excuse me. And I think people were complaining quite a lot about the first edition because the images on the cards were not centered. And I have to say, they're not really on these either, are they? You know, the top has got a lot more white around it than this bit at the bottom, hasn't it? They're not, you know, this has got sharp edges also at the bottom, hasn't it? This square, we've got sharp corners, and then at the top we've got rounded corners, and it's rounded there, and I don't know, it just doesn't quite look right, does it? But not enough to take away from what I'm looking at, I don't think. I still really like the images on the cards. So let's have a look at this book. So this is copyright 2014 and 2021. What have we got? So we've got an introduction, then we've got all the major arcana, the minor arcana, some classic tarot card spreads, a little bit about the authors, a nice introduction. It's a nice book. You get a lot of information about each one of the cards. Like for the Fool here, we get some information about the Fool in tarot, and then we get some information about what we're actually looking at on the card. So a hummingbird and the heliconia, the Garden of Eden, which is a plant that we see on this card as well. So it looks like, yeah, and again with the Magician, we see the falcon, we see the mushroom, the fly agaric mushroom, the western sword fern, and the eastern pondhawk dragonfly. So everything that is on the card gets a decent little write-up here, really, about what it all means. And that goes all the way through to the minors as well. Like the Five of Cups here, we see about the cormorant, the moon seed, the chives, and the cornflowers in the picture. So that's really nice. And what do we get at the back of the book? Oops. So we get some card spreads. 1 card draw, 3 card horseshoe spread, 7 card spread, Celtic cross, and a little bit about the author. So there we go. That's those. I'll put those there because I'm going to put the Druid Plant Oracle in the middle of these. Let's see if I can get it out of this box. This box is really, really stiff. So again, so this is actually, sorry, I was going to read you the back of the book, was the box, wasn't I? So this is the Druid Plant Oracle by Philip and Stephanie Carr Gom, illustrated by Will Worthington. This is a Welbeck Publishing, looks like. Or I don't know what that is. Bring ancient Druid plant and herb lore into your life. The Druids revered certain plants, including trees, herbs and fungi, and attached special meanings to them. This stunning deck of 36 cards presents many of the most significant plants and describes their associated folklore and mythology. Will Worthington's rich images depict each plant in its natural habitat in exquisite detail, while Philip and Stephanie Carr Gom's enlightening text reveals the virtues and qualities of each species and shows how the cards can be used as an oracle from which you can gain wisdom, guidance and inspiration. Okay. And in this book also you get a really, really nice chunky book that's not in colour, but it's still very nice, for each herb you get you get upright meanings and reverse meanings, but you get a good page and a half, nearly 2 pages on most of them. Yeah, and then like for the madder here, you get the upright and the reversed, and then you get something here with the blood of the earth and plant realm, which tells you the folklore, I guess, and the history of this herb and how it's been used around the world by ancient people. We've got here about Egyptians, how North American sweat lodges dyed red string or cloth using madder, Tibetan Buddhism, Bulgarian folklore customs. Druids today might use madder to dye their robes or clothes. So yeah, you get a lot of information, and you get to know about the history and the folklore and ways that the herb was used in the past. You get some spreads at the back of the book. The Alwyn spread, the Bridget's Cross spread, Ahmed's Cloak spread. Again, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing and murdering lots of these words. Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, you know, between all of these books that you get with these decks, you hardly really need to buy any books these days on plants and flowers and botanicals and herbs and bits and pieces, because these books are so comprehensive, aren't they? They really are. And in this deck also you get this, which I haven't pulled out fully yet, and I obviously can't show all of it on camera, but it's, let me see what it is. Blimey. It's got any information on it. So it's well, it's just a big piece of paper to do a spread on. There's 2 spreads on there. It comes in a box like this, which again is not really my favourite, but there you go. And these are the beautiful cards. Again, they're not the best cardstock, and I can already see actually that they are a little tiny bit sort of twisted. They're sort of coming up here at the top and at the bottom. They're not completely flat. But hey ho, I'm not so fussed about that. I mean, I never riffle, shuffle or do anything like that with my decks anyway, so my decks get very lightly treated. But you just don't want them to like curl up over time, do you? That's not really the idea. Let me just have a drink. So we've got the Nature Spirit Tarot and the Druid Plant Oracle here, and I think they look really very nice together actually. I really like them. So let's have a look. So we've got the Fool with Agrimony and the 4 of... Actually, do you know, I don't even know what that is. What is that, the 4 of? I'm thinking it's Wands, but... What have we got? We've got Cups. Yeah, they're Wands. So they are... Yeah, we've got Wands. And then we've got Swords and we've got Pentacles, yeah. So they are the same. Okay. The Magician, Bethany, and the 5 of Wands, the High Priestess, Borage, and the 6 of Wands. Aren't they gorgeous? I think these go beautifully together, actually. I think this is one of my nicest pairings of botanical type decks. I think these look lovely together, don't they? The Empress and Brambles, look at that, beautiful. The Emperor, Burdock, and the 8 of Wands. Wow, look at that. That's such a gorgeous card, isn't it? The 9 of Wands. They look like nasturtiums, don't they? This gorgeous butterfly. And we've got the Celtic bean there. I don't really know what that is, a Celtic bean. The Lovers and Chamomile and the 10 of Wands. Chamomile is gorgeous, isn't it? I used to grow that in an old garden I had. It used to grow in between all the paving slabs, actually. The Chariot, Clover, and the Page of Wands. Lovely. Strength, Comfrey, and the Knight of Wands. These go so well together, don't they? The Hermit, Cuckoo Pine, and the Queen of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune, Fern, and the King of Wands. Look how gorgeous that is. Wow. That fern picture is just stunning, isn't it? I love ferns, just the lushness of them, the greens and the lush. Justice with the Ace of Swords, that's a good choice, isn't it? With Fir Club, Moss. The Hanged Man with Flax and the 2 of Swords. That's a good combination as well, isn't it? Look at these. The Hanged Man and the 2 of Swords. That's a similar sort of energy, isn't it? Death, Garlic, and the 3 of Swords. Another good combination. That's really very nice. Temperance, Heather, and the 4 of Swords. The Devil, Ivy, and the 5 of Swords. Ivy's got that kind of feel about it, hasn't it? Hey, wow, I like that. The Tower, Juniper, and the 6 of Swords. It's pretty cool. I really am enjoying these, actually. The Star, the 7 of Swords, and Lady's Mantle. That's nice. The Moon, Madder, and the 7, or the 8 of Swords. That's interesting, isn't it? The Sun, the 9 of Swords, and Mandrake. Beautiful Meadow Sweet with Judgment and the 10 of Swords. The World, Mint, and the Page of Swords. the Ace of Cups with mistletoe and the Knight of Swords. I picked up 2 cards. Oh no, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups with Mugwort and the Queen of Swords. The Three of Cups with Nettle and the King of Swords. These are just fascinating. I realise I'm just going through them all quickly, but I think these are definitely worthy of some study and some proper pondering, aren't they? I'll just go through them quickly just to show you them all. We've got the Five of Cups with the poppy. How lovely. And the Two of Pentacles. Primrose with the Six of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Primrose is beautiful, isn't it? What a gorgeous scene that is. The Seven of Cups with puffball mushrooms or toadstools. I'm not really sure what they are, actually. I have the feeling you probably shouldn't eat them. Let's have a look. Puffballs. Puffballs. Largest and most conspicuous mushrooms of the fungi family and are found in temperate regions throughout the world. Oh, they are edible. Yeah. These puffballs are ready to eat. In the foreground grows lesser celandine, beside which crouches a frog. Behind a tree, we see the hallucinogenic toxic mushroom fly agaric, which is here, isn't it? The red spotty one. Mushrooms are mysterious. They grow in the darkness and feed on decaying matter. Picking this card may mean that something peculiar is happening or about to happen that you can't fully understand. They are symbols of inner mysteries. They are connected below the ground in vast networks, and they grow in darkness and perform the alchemy of turning dead matter into new life. Befriending mushrooms gives you access to a deep level of the earth's mysteries, and some say access to the realm of the Fae. With this comes the healing of any sense of woundedness and a feeling too of being connected to the web of all being. And we've got that there with the Seven of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Vervain with the Eight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Wheat with the Nine and the Six of Pentacles. Oh, how lovely. Woad. I don't know what woad is either. I recognise most of these plants, but not, I've never heard of woad, I don't think. Let's see what woad is. Woad. Woad is a biennial native to Europe and Western Asia and was probably introduced to ancient Britain by Celtic tribes. Small yellow flowers that appear from June to September. There is now a revival of interest in woad, and it is being grown commercially again in Britain and France. It doesn't say for what though. What do you use it for? Oh, It says here, British warriors rode into battle with their bodies painted with a substance that later commentators believed was the bright blue dye of woad leaves. But this is a matter of scholarly debate. Woad acts as a styptic, helping to contract blood vessels. It's therefore good for staunching the flow of blood from wounds. Today it's the main component of ointment used to treat eczema in Chinese herbal medicine. Oh wow. No wonder I've not heard of that then, particularly. That's why we've got a spear there, look. All the clues are there, aren't they, if you look. Page of Cups with yarrow and the 8 of Pentacles. King of Cups with the Banes and the 9 of Pentacles. The Guardians. Oh, look at that. What does it say about the Guardians? Let's have a look. The Guardians. So we've got, in this picture, we've got the elder, the hawthorn and the birch. The Guardian are 3 trees which together act as preservers of our health. And we've got them there with the Knight of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles, haven't we? Each of them is a member of the Ogham family of 18 trees and 7 plants that make up this mysterious woodland alphabet that has been known as the Druid's tree language. The card shows a birch tree growing between an elder and hawthorn, and the 3 trees act like guardians of this sacred pool, in which we can see brook lime, also known as water pimpernel. This may be the mysterious Samolus, revered by Druids, according to Pliny. Again, I'm sorry about my pronunciation. 3 guardians act in some ways like the archetypal family, with the elder as mother, the hawthorn as father, and the birch as the young child, bringing freshness and renewal. That's gorgeous, isn't it? That is a truly beautiful picture. I think if you were happy at home in your little 9 of Pentacles world, you'd want to have beautiful trees like that around you, wouldn't you? The Queen of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles and the Restorers. That's a really nice combination of cards, isn't it? Oh, we've got, are they all blank? Oh, so we've got some blank cards as well to write your own stuff on, I guess. And then we've got the King of Cups and the Page of Pentacles with, look, with these beautiful echinaceas. I'm sure that's what they are. I think they're one of my favourite flowers ever, echinaceas. I just absolutely love them. We've got the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, look, with garlic or little onions or something. Then we've got the 2 of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands with the King of Pentacles. So that's all of the cards. I doubt very much I will write anything on the spare cards, but you never know. Like I said, the cardstock is not brilliant, to be honest, on either of these decks. They're both a bit thin and flimsy, and like I said, the Druid Plant Oracle already has got a sort of, it's like it needs to be squished down flat. It's already got a curl to both of the ends of it, but I love these decks. I love the books that come with them, so I'm continuing to work with my botanicals and trees and flowers and herb decks into May, so these will join my other decks. So I hope that you enjoyed having a look at my 2 new decks that have come. If you've got either of these decks, I'd love to know how you get on with them, what you think about them, or just say hello. That would be lovely. And I will see you all again soon. Thank you.